Hello, Tuesday the 28th of July 2026. It's brighter this morning, but it's still breezy. What to tell you today? I woke up this morning, sorry, I woke up this morning completely unaware of what day it was. Also, I told you yesterday that I'd got phone calls on Thursday or Friday. They're not, they're tomorrow. There we go. So yeah, it's currently 10 to 11. I've been up since about 8. I've had a couple of crumpets and a brew. And not much else. I'll tell you how bored I was yesterday afternoon. I put some things into my diary on my phone, and as you can see, yeah, lots and lots of bugger all. So this day in history, I might, while I'm editing this, I might find a card for this day in history, so that we can say this day in history card and get on with it. Yeah, so 14 years ago we got a cat. Got it from a rescue. I decided it was going to be called Zephyr Beeblebrox, just because I'm a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy nerd. Shortened to Beeble, because why would you not shorten it? It was lovely. It was very affectionate, and he grew up and then started going outside. Like all our cats we've ever had have been outside cats. Our Cleo, well, I mean, we got our Cleo way back when we got out, which is like 30 years ago now. And we got her from a rescue as well, and we were told to keep her indoors for a good length of time and she gets used to her surroundings, which we did. And then I remember telling you last week about Mick Skaz and the 18 bottles of hooch at Ardsley House. Well, when we got house, we decided me and Mick were going into town, so we went into town, had quite a few sherbets, come back, went to make us some fried egg sandwiches, and both of us fell asleep and nearly set house on fire. Opened the back door and the kitchen window to let the smoke out, and we also let the cat out. She did come back, bless her. But yeah, we used to leave a front room window cracked open for her, and she'd jump in and out, and that were a cat flap front window, well, Cleo. But anyway, back to Beeble. He started going out, coming back, and then he went out one day, never came home. Now we know he's still alive because we see him knocking up and down and around, and we just think that he must have started living with somebody else. You know, this is cats for you. But he was an absolute sweetheart, well, Beeble. 11 years ago, I had this dropped off to me by Tony Wright, the lead singer of the Hurriers, their debut album, and as of time of recording their only album. They have been recording the second album for, well, 11 years now. Fantastic band from Barnsley, fantastic band. From Acorns Mighty Oaks is the title of the album, I do believe, and it's wonderful, and it really is. So if you've got any streaming platform, please do look it up. I did get a pre-release CD demo of it, so I'd had the album for a considerable amount of weeks or even months before the actual release. I DJ'd the album's launch back in May 11 years ago. They didn't have the vinyl at that point in time, so Tony dropped it off personally once they'd got them. I was actually invited round to recording studios when they were recording it, and I went on my scooter and went round, and it were all locked up, so they decided to nip to the pub or something. So there we go. 11 years ago, for whatever reason, I said to our friend, bearing in mind he was 15 at the time, which will become relevant when you get the conversation. I said to our friend, do you want some pancakes? He said, oh yeah, please. So I made him some pancakes. I think they look nice then. Give him. Here you go. Oh, they're not rolled. They don't look like Mum's. Well, thank you for that, young man. You know, appreciate it. Git. So yeah, I mean, pretty much it for this day in history. I told you a few weeks ago that Weller's scooter were going for sale at auction. It was 22nd, so last Wednesday. And from where I can gather, it didn't sell. I saw a little bit of video of the auction, and I think it got up to about 35 grand. But according to the actual website of the auction house, it hasn't sold. 45 to 55 grand was the reserve on it, or the estimate, and it didn't reach it. Whether it did sell, whether they come to an agreement, I don't know. But on the website, it isn't marking as sold like all other lots were. Bit of sad news. Ronnie LeDrew. Now that's not a name you might be familiar with, but people of a certain age will know his voice, because Ronnie LeDrew did this. Ronnie LeDrew was the voice and the puppeteer behind Zippy. For those of you not of a certain age, for those of you in a different country, Zippy was best friends with George and Bungle, and they were on a show called Rainbow. Google it, YouTube it, Jeffrey. It was glorious. So yeah, so he passed 78, I think he was. Yeah, rather sad, to tell you the truth. And that's pretty much it today. I think we'll manage to get this one in under double figures. Not a lot to tell you, other than I'm addicted to Aldi's mini. I'll tell you a story. There used to be a shop up at the top of Belgrave Road, Bartholomew Street, Windermere Road, on the crossroads, and it used to be called the Red Shop, and it used to sell these mini hash browns slathered in hollandaise sauce. I'd never had hollandaise sauce. It was one of them things that I'd never been bothered about. It always looked a bit spurious to me. But I had some with this hollandaise sauce on. Oh man, they were like crack. They seriously were. They're so addictive. I mean, they did some proper snap up there. We've got a couple of sandwich shops. Literally, we're in a stone's throw at our house. So when they opened up, they didn't open up as a conventional sandwich shop. And it was more like a deli kind of sandwich shop. You know, you'd got bagel with bacon, avocado and chili jam sort of stuff. Oh man, really nice. But as I say, they also did these little mini hash browns. Now Vicky's found some at Aldi which taste just as nice. She got me some hollandaise sauce in a sort of like sachet from Marks and Sparks other day, and I had some hash browns, hollandaise sauce and whatever else we had, meatballs on Sunday, and last night I had some gammon with a fried egg and some more of these hash browns, but she got me a jar of hollandaise sauce. I'm addicted again, and I shouldn't be because the carbs, and my problem, my diabetes is I can't control sugars in carbs or process it, so it's not really that good for me, but I'm addicted again, and there's a few left, so I don't know what we're having for tea, but I'll probably be having whatever we're having. I'll probably be having hash browns and hollandaise sauce as well. So yeah, I think that's about it. I'll go and edit this and put all gizmos on and one thing and another that I do, and see if I can find this day in history thing, and if I can't find one, I'll make one. So there we are. I'll see you tomorrow, folks. Yeah, we've gone into 11 and a half minutes. What a surprise. TTFN, I'll see you tomorrow. Ta-da for now. Good day to you. This is Tuesday, the 28th of July. I had to check that yet again. Fuck it. Start again, time.